is up, my plain James? I didn't think I was gonna be able to do this video today because a little bit before I was finna lay down, I had ate a sub sandwich from Walmart, and I don't know if it was the meat or something, but it was having me feel a little sick, like I was gonna throw up or something. I was like, I will lay it down right now, take these vitamins and lay it down right now. But I was like, okay, I think I'm feeling a little better, so we can proceed. Speaking of my vitamins, y'all, see this? This is a horse pill. Are y'all seeing this right now? Let me. But I'm not gonna complain. This is for Muffin's health. But anywho, this is a question and answer video. I lost my last set of questions because I wasn't real serious about my YouTube back then, but I am, because like I said, I'm trying to be this content creator bag. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and proceed. I got a few good questions and I am really excited to answer them. And if y'all have any more, y'all can drop them in this video's comments, or you can DM me on Instagram, anything like that. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, first question. First reaction to being pregnant. That is a good one. My first reaction to being pregnant, I couldn't believe it at first. Like, I literally was checking the box, checking the test, making sure I'm reading this right, because there were 2 lines. I got a test from Walmart and a test from Dollar Tree. And at first I had only took 1 test, but I was like, this is clear as day. I'm pregnant. But my boyfriend's sister was like, you should take 2 just to make sure. And I was like, okay. Took another one, and that was positive as well. Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. But it's okay. It's okay. My muffin is gonna be very much loved and taken care of. But anywho, next question. Is it true that having a child gives you more drive in life? Even though my baby is literally like a little being right now, it's like I already know what moms be talking about when they say, I want my kid to be better than me. I want my kid to have a much better life than me. Like, I know what they're saying now, because any other time I hear moms giving their little motivational mom speech, I'm like, what is this lady talking about? But now I understand everything they're talking about, especially where moms, like, they'll do anything to keep their kids safe. And even though my baby is still in my belly, I still want to make sure she is safe at all times. I don't know if she's a girl or not, but I just say she because that's obviously what I want. But I don't find out what I have until like a couple more weeks. But anywho, yes, that is true. You just want to make sure that your baby doesn't live like you did. And I mean, if you already had a good life, you want your child to automatically have better, be better. Like, I definitely understand now. Next question. How do you feel about becoming a mommy? I'm very excited. I don't think I'm gonna be feeling the nervous feeling until like I'm actually holding my baby and even taking my baby home. But I'm really excited, not even just for, like, I'm excited for the events, but I'm also excited to, be having my own little family now and a little mini me. Like, I'm really excited. Next question. Are you content where you are in life? this is where I'm gonna try not to blab the whole video, but everybody makes mistakes in their lifetime, and you know, of course we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, but I feel like I should be further than where I am right now. And I always felt like that, even before, like way before my kid. Like, I would just randomly get sad sometimes, back, like, you know, way before all this. I would get sad, feeling like, man, I'm not really where I want to be. Like, my worst, I wouldn't even say it's a worst habit, but one thing I do is, like, I always compare myself to others. And I'm gonna be real transparent here. One person that I grew up with that is doing so great in life right now, I would always look at her social media and be like, dang, if I would have did this is where I would have been, looking on her page. And like, a lot of my homeboys would tell me, because I'm in a group chat with some of my homeboys from high school, and we've been in that group chat like 5 years now. And we talk about everything in that group chat, like whether it's personal, family stuff, you know, just memes and stuff like that. We talk about everything, and I would tell them, like, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like, man, she's doing so good. She lived a perfect life. And mine is just like, it seemed like filled with, I wouldn't even say filled with trauma, but filled with trauma, filled with drama, filled with struggle. Like, it's crazy. But I would always, like, I would catch myself comparing myself to her lifestyle and how she lives. But at the same time, I'll catch myself and be like, you know, everybody wins their race at their own pace. So I can't be all like, oh man, I'm failing because I don't have this Benz, or I'm failing because I'm not in a house at 22. I can't do that, because everybody has their own race to win, but they win at their own pace. Like, you can't expect to win because you see other people around you winning. I mean, of course you want to surround yourself with people that's winning, but it's like, your time is just your time. And I understand that. So that's why I don't even trip on, I mean, I still look at her page because I'm like, man, she's really an inspiration. But I don't really compare myself anymore, because at the same time, I feel like maybe my baby is what'll keep me, like, pushing harder, because I've been pushing harder in life. But I feel like my baby will enhance that driven spirit in me, because I always had it. So, anywho, next question. What's something that your mom did with you that you don't want to do with your kid? I can't really think of anything else, but right off the top of my head, I want to give my child their own sense of freedom, but not too much, because my mom, she never let me make my own decisions when I was a kid. And my mom was always the type of person like, oh, I'm the parent, what I say goes, and that's that. And it also was, you know, no parties, barely could have friends over. And I'm not gonna say that's like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, what I'm trying to say is, I don't want to cripple my kids' social life by being too strict. And then I see articles and comments and stuff all the time saying that if a parent is too strict on their kid, then the kid eventually ends up learning to become very proficient in sneaking, lying, and all that good stuff. And I don't want my kids to feel like they have to go behind my back and do things. But at the same time, you know, kids aren't always going to want to listen to what their parents say. But I feel like if you're letting your child learn things on their own just a teensy bit, and they see that what you're trying to tell them was right for their self, they won't try to go out and be like, oh man, forget my mom, I'm finna see what this hitting on, yeah. No. So I would give my child a sense of freedom, but not too much to where they feeling like, oh yeah, I'm grown, and they only like 14, 15. My child will definitely get to, you know, invite friends over. As far as parties, I don't know, because I don't know how my kids' generation is gonna be. Because when I was growing up, my generation, those parties, they weren't bad. It's just that as we got older, like into high school and stuff, that's when people getting shot, killed, jumped, all that other BS. I don't want my kid, like, I don't want my kid experiencing that, but I know at some point in time, they're gonna either go somewhere and see that. Because you can't always be there to protect your child from something bad or seeing something bad. So it's like you can't really tell somebody how to raise their child until you have your own. And I definitely understand that. That's just like people have their opinions on how people dress their kids on Facebook. Like, I'm pretty sure the parent doesn't care about your opinion. But anywho, off topic. My kid will have their freedom and privacy, but I feel like I would be such a great mom to where my kid would want to be transparent with me at all times. Like, my kid could be 17, 18, somewhere in there, or younger, and tell me that they're thinking about having sex. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you think about having sex, you little hoe? Ain't gonna be none of that. It's simply, you know, me telling my child to protect themselves, be careful, be very careful, you know, things like that. Like it's a black sitcom or something. Like, being real with my kid instead of just dismissing their feelings. And I'm not saying my mom dismissed my feelings or any of that. I just didn't feel comfortable with telling her a lot of things because sometimes my family can be a little judgmental, and I don't want to hear things like that. Like, I would rather hear words of encouragement and words of support than judgment. So me having the fear of being judged, I wouldn't really tell her much. But like I said, with my kid, it's all gonna be different. Period. Now, that was the last question. We're gonna wrap this up. And like I said, if y'all have any more questions, y'all can drop them in any of my comments, DMs, inboxes, anything like that. And I will see y'all tomorrow. because I hope y'all didn't forget. That's when I see Muffin. See y'all next time.